Hey, yo, the Canelo team is looking real suspicious, my people, after Munguia has tested positive for a PED, performance enhancement. Yes, my people, you already know the deal. And this has happened before with the Eddyreynoso and Canelo team. Canelo Alvarez being one of them. He tested positive for cambuterol, my people. This is one of those performance enhancements, you feel me? This happened when he was about to fight Gennady Golovkin. That's why these fights were so tough for Gennady Golovkin. There was only draws, and he never got to beat him. Another guy was Ryan Garcia that used to train with Eddyreynoso in the Canelo team. He ended up being positive and testing positive against Devin Haney fight, my people. Yes, not saying at the same time he was training with him, but he must have got that plug or that connect for him is what people are thinking, my people. Another person that was training with him was, yes, your boy right here, Oscar Valdez, was training with the Canelo team. He tested positive for phentermine. I don't even know what that is, my people, but that's also a performance enhancement. And that is one that he tested positive for. So it's looking real suspicious. Like everybody on this team has tested positive for something, somehow, some way. But they always got an excuse, somehow, some way, my people. The next person, we don't know him, Julio Cesar Martinez. He also tested positive for cambuterol, my people. We don't know him much, but he going down with them too because he on the Canelo team and he trains with Eddyreynoso and he tested positive. Another person, Luis Nedi. Yes, my people. Yes, the guy that dropped Inoue, he ended up testing positive as well for a performance enhancement, my people. This is looking real suspicious on the Eddyreynoso and Canelo team part. No lie. If I'm lying, I'm flying, my people. One time, alright, maybe excusable. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, way too suspicious, my people. Now Jaime Munguia, after he got knocked out to Surase, he ended up coming back and beating Surase and looking stronger than ever. Everybody was saying, yo, this is the best I've seen Jaime Munguia look. He looks like he's grown. He's learned a lot from that Canelo fight. But in reality, now they go and test him, and he's been on them PEDs, the performance enhancement. He went on to say this, my people. And I'm going to translate for y'all in English. So my people, pretty much he's saying, yo, he know himself that he's surprised from these results just like we are because he has always been clean. But of course, anybody that tests positive and gets caught is going to say that, my people. You know what I'm saying? So this doesn't clear him from being, oh, you wasn't testing positive and that was something else. So now the B sample is going to be tested. Now when that happens, we're going to see if that confirms that he had clenbuterol in his system or if it was just a hiccup. But what kind of hiccup could that be? Could the B sample sometimes be just a way to clean things up? You know what I'm saying? And that first test is really the one that counts because you was caught off guard. Now that second test, that B sample, other people are able to clean it up is what people are thinking, my people. I'm not saying this. You feel me? If I'm lying, I'm flying. Let me know how you feel about this, though. Does it seem like something else is going on in this team? Not saying just Eddyreynoso, just like him specifically, but it could be even a bodyguard, even another trainer, even just somebody for the gym, or even another boxer that has a connect to some performance enhancements and he tries to sell them on the low and he's the one selling them to everybody on the team and getting them caught, you know? He's probably convincing them and telling them like, yo, don't worry about it. I know you can't get caught. These are exclusive. Nobody has got caught before. But then VADA and the drug testing system always upgrades their system and somehow they end up getting caught, my people. And it has been over 5 people already. I think it's 6 or 7 people that we know about. Who knows how many people undercover has been caught on the Canelo, aka Eddyreynoso training team, my people. You never know. There could be more. There could be 10 more, but they just not that famous. Like that one guy, Julio Cesar Martinez. I'm surprised that we get to see that his name is up there, even though he's not a big name, my people. So that goes to show it's not just the big name people doing it. It's even the upcoming prodigies or people that don't got a name that are like, yo, this is my only way. Especially if you're in a Canelo team, a team that has Canelo and big dogs in it like Ryan Garcia, Luis Neri. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, damn, bro, if these people are doing it and that's how they got to be champion and got to the top, I'm going to have to do it as well. So I feel like that's going to pressure the people around, even if they haven't thought about that in the past and never did that in the amateurs or in the career in the past, to actually be like, damn, the best are doing it. If I don't do it, then I'll never become the best, my people. So then that's when, they make that decision like, you know what, I'm going to have to do this. You never know, my people. This is how the game happens. The game is not an easy game. It's really dirty in the sport of boxing, and you never know what's going on behind the scenes, my people. Jaime Munguia just came out that he tested positive after he had the best performance. The best performance. He got his revenge against somebody who knocked him out. It wasn't like he knocked the guy out as well. That would have been the perfect, a revenge. But he won. And that's what matters, my people. And he was able to get his revenge that way. Let me know how you feel about this. The Canelo team looking hella suspicious right now because everybody on their team has tested positive for some type of performance enhancement substance, my people. And that don't just happen to everybody in the game. That's rare. For 10 people, even 6 people, even 3 people on your team to test positive different times too with the same trainer. Let me know how you feel about this, my people. Do you feel like this is suspicious, or do you feel like this is normal? Do you feel like things happen in the boxing game? Things just happen in life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you eat products like poppy seeds that come out that you was, doing some type of illegal substance. But that just happens in life, and that you don't think that none of them was on any type of performance enhancement, and that just happens to be getting public just because they're famous. And this happens to everybody. Do you feel like there's a lot of boxers out there that this is happening to, and just because they're not famous, it just hasn't been publicized? You feel me, my people? I don't know. Let me know. If you feel like that, say something in the comments and say that you feel like this is normal and that I'm making a big deal about it. Not even me, just the boxing sport, everybody in the game right now, because everybody been posting about it, that they making a big deal about it just because these boxers are well known and famous and under the best team, the best known team, like Canelo Alvarez, one of the most known in boxing, you know what I'm saying? It's Canelo Alvarez, pound for pound, people call him. So let me know how you feel about this. Do you think the Canelo team is looking real suspicious right now? Or do you feel like they cool? Nah, this is regular jugular. Sometimes this happens in life. They making a big deal out of it. Let them live. Let him get his win over Surase. Let him celebrate. Jaime Munguia, his B samples are going to come out to be negative, and he's going to be all right. Let me know how you feel about this, my people.